think outside of Schmidt, by far and away, Jack Hughes has been the Devils' best player of this series so far. I mean, I can't imagine, regardless how the rest of the series plays out. I think Jack Hughes has been the best player for the Devils. Having, I feel like we're watching him grow up, basically in front of our eyes here. I think just his hockey maturity has been really cool to see throughout this whole season, but especially in this playoffs right now. I think to me what always stood out, and past videos that I've done, like the plays he makes away from the puck is very underrated. I think it's very it just shows how good of a hockey IQ that he has. In my opinion, that's watching him live. I like to just if I'm able to get to a game and I'm live and I get to kind of go lower to the ice more and sit there. I just watch him and the way his head moves when he has the puck and when he doesn't have the puck, because he's always looking and putting himself in a position for a play to be made and a play to happen. And that again speaks to his hockey IQ, and exciting. Also exciting to see his brother on the team. So you can never have too many Hughes brothers on the team, and I think his brothers is going to develop that same way, and they're going to learn from each other, they're going to push each other. But just talking about like when he has the puck, right? The opportunities not only he creates for himself, but he creates for other people. Because one of my favorite things to watch and how he manages this, and a lot of great players in the NHL manages this, right? It's not just him, but he does it at a really high level, along with a lot of other great players in the league. Is when he takes the puck in the zone, it's not like a one-dimensional take it in the zone and then just try to look and pass, or take it in the zone and dump it or chip it down the board and rim around the board or whatever. It's he takes it in the zone, and if those options are the best ones, he'll do it. But sometimes he'll stall a little bit, right? He'll find a way to just like hold on to the puck just a little bit longer, turn his body a little bit more to the side so he can't get it poked away from him. And as he's doing that, he's already looking and waiting to see where the other people on his line, whether it's going to be Halla or Palat, or if it's Heishier on the power play or whatever it is. He has that ability to kind of just generate more time and space for this other players on the ice, so that like as he's taking in the zone and he kind of stalls and pauses a little bit, the other guys can come in and set up, and then immediately, like just like that, he'll like launch the pass across the ice, or maybe go around the board or whatever. But his ability to do that is so awesome to watch, because I think it creates a threat every time you're on the ice, but it's also like it's not just a one and done play every time he comes in, and it allows the other players to have to do less in terms of getting into the zone, but at the same time put themselves in a position to get a goal or get a good shot on net or a good opportunity there, and also like on top of that, I think what I really loved about seeing Hughes is like he's becoming such more of a dynamic player, right? Like he's laying in the hits. You see a couple hits there in games, and throughout the past 3 or 4 games, he's laid in a couple hits there. That's something that a leader does, right? And he's not the biggest dude. He's definitely not the biggest guy on the ice on any shift, really. Like I think no matter like when he goes out there, there's the rest of the players, especially the other guys there, the Rangers, they're bigger than him, right? But he's coming in and he's just like he's gonna lay in him. He's gonna lay it in. He's gonna lay the body. He's gonna try to attack physically the Rangers there, regardless of knowing that right he's probably gonna get hit back, and he's probably gonna run into a train there with Truba or anyone else that's on the ice. But he goes into it, and that's you can really sense like a good leader on the team, on any team, when they're willing to kind of put their body on the line like that. And then that's again, it's just really cool to see. You probably don't want to do it. It's probably only a good time to do it is the playoffs right now, but don't want to do it too often if it's a regular season. But yeah, I mean he's again like he's such a good player for being able to have other players on the team get into prime scoring positions, and he'll try to feed them the puck or whatever. But like I know Nico is the captain of this team, and he has been a really great captain, and he's doing a good job in this series. But I just think in terms of players who have really, I don't know, like taken the reins of this team and the series, and I get it, it's still 2-2, and Schmidt has been, in my opinion, still the reason why they have kind of stayed in it and have come back. But right there, just even throughout the games and throughout the losses, when the Devils weren't playing well in the first two games, I think everyone on the team wasn't playing up to their standard except for Hughes. I think Hughes was the only guy, in my opinion, who really was, playing his heart out, especially games 1 and 2. And so, him being in the position he's in, I think he really wants to just just put in the work and try to lead the Devils into a victory this series. And even being so young, he's out there with like Patrick Kane, right? Kreider, Trocheck's, Benedict, like the Tarasenko's, and he is out there with generational players, right? So you're once in a generation players, and your like first instinct there is to maybe cower down against like Patrick Kane, right? That's his idol, and that's the guy that is Showtime, and for him to go toe to toe and then just be able to hold his own at least, and Kaner's still really, really good, but to see Hughes hold his own against these top guys is really awesome to see as a fan, especially just the past 2 years and 3 years or whatever, of seeing how far he's come. But yeah, I mean, I think he is everything that the Devils needed this series and need more of, and continuing this series. So it's really, really good to see just how far he's come and how he's taken control of this series. He's just like, Austin Matthews and with the Leafs in their series, or you got Draisaitl with the Oilers in that series. Hughes, I think, for the Devils in this one, he's really stepped up and taken control, and that's something that is really awesome to see. It's a really, really impressive thing.